Welcome to today's update. Now today I'm going to talk about market returns, inflation and staying disciplined through the process and coming back to our investment philosophy. So as we can see here, here's some market returns for the last year. This is as at the third quarter, as at 30 September. And we've got all big numbers here. Australian equities 1 year, S&P ASX 300 at 30.86% value, 41.46. Global equities 27.76. And we go into some small caps and value in the 30s. So lots of big numbers there, and it's all very nice to see. Everyone would be very pleased to see their portfolios at the moment looking at these numbers. However, I'm not saying that we're trying to forecast. There's always a bit of risk when we have big numbers like this and what the future looks like. The 10-year returns look pretty normal now, but we've had a pretty solid year and we're starting to get rumblings of inflation and the like out of the US. So there's obviously a lot of research around inflation, and what we look at is the history and what's likely to happen. Now we can't promise what will happen in the future, but of the 23 of the past 30 years has seen a positive return even after adjusting for inflation. So the fact that there's talk of inflation doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get a bad outcome. In fact, it can lead to some good outcomes, as we can see. Lots of research here. We're going to share these in the link we're going to send with this video as well. And we're certainly happy to talk about this if this is something you're reading about and you're worried about. But with that in mind, I'm just going to come around to our overall philosophy. You would have seen this, we've done videos on this before about where returns come from. And no matter what's going on in the world, we come back to our fundamentals around where do returns come from and what do we need to focus on. We're not going to make sudden moves into certain asset classes and make knee-jerk reactions because of the news yesterday. So we come back to making sure we're investing. We're not speculating, we're not trying to forecast and suddenly just start trading like crazy. We stick to our overall philosophy that's worked for decades and decades. It's about investing, it's about making sure that it's right for you and that you've got the right mix, the right asset allocation that suits you. So if you have got any questions, please reach out. Look forward to speaking to you soon.